So I thought the worst movie I'd see this year would have been The New Strangers, but this movie is very close to being as terrible or worse than The New Strangers movie. So it was pretty bad, especially that ending. That was a pretty bad movie. Hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about the new movie In Violent Nature. Now, I've seen a few people online either like it or hate it. I really haven't seen much like in between about it. Personally, I'm on the team of hate it. I did not like this at all. To me, this movie is so close to being as bad as the New Strangers movie that we got this year, The Strangers Chapter 1, which I also made a video about. And if you do like it, it's just my opinion. But without further ado, let's go right in my pros. So if anyone didn't know, this movie is about someone who took a locket, who resonated Johnny, and will go after anyone to get back the locket. My first pro is that yoga kill. That was a pretty cool kill. That was the only kill that I found really cool. And also, it is shot really well. Like, camera works as shot-wise. It is beautiful. It is a great movie. It's not as beautiful as Suspiria, but it is really shot well. Now, my mixed. Ooh. Mixed for me was the approach. Now, this idea isn't, I would say, like 100% fresh, but it's kind of new in the slasher genre. You know, the mixed factor for me was like you're following the killer the entire time, which is like, you know, you have attention more, so, and you're wondering how the kills are gonna be. Another mix for me was the side characters. Like, the example of a side character that was real mixed for me was the park ranger. Is that what he was? That faced him off? But then he, of course, you know, got killed. It's like, well, I can take him, and then got, like, killed so easily, which is stupid, but here nor there. Another mix for me, personally, was the kills. All the other kills except for the yoga kill are like a mix for me. They weren't bad, but they weren't as great as the yoga kill, so they were kind of like a mix factor in this. But that's kind of all I have for my mixed. Editing me again. So I also do want to add that the mask that Johnny wore was also a mix for me. It wasn't the coolest mask, but often you don't see like masks like that in slashers, so I thought it was kind of cool to have a different mask like that, to be honest. But moving forward, I'm going right to my negatives. My first negative is how slow-paced this movie was. I looked on my Cinemark, my local theater, and it was like an hour, 30-something minutes. When I sat in the theater, it felt like it was a 2-hour movie. It was so slow-paced. I also don't like how you follow the killer the entire time. And I was already tired going into this movie, so I almost fell asleep a couple of times. This is not the movie to watch if you're tired. Like, it is not at all. I also did not like the main characters. I did not like the main characters at all. And I felt like scenes in this movie went on for way too long. There was that one scene towards the end where that entire scene annoyed me, where they were hiding and you could hear, even the killer could hear them the entire time they were talking about this plan, about what the plan was for the lighthouse. And he's like, oh, I'll be all right, I'll be babe. And he comes around, the killer comes around and just kills him. But feels like that scene goes on for like 8 minutes. And the other main character here is just like watching and just ditches like the lighter and the lock and everything and just runs for the road. And if you listen to the monologue, the plan was to go to the light there and bury him, but she didn't. She just ran. And she just watched was just slashing him. It would have been a fine scene, but it just went on way too long. felt like it was, and I felt like as soon as I was about to end, it just kept on going repetitively, man. It got a lot. I also did not like the tropes they used in this movie. They relied on very generic horror tropes. The dumb girl, the bad boyfriend, all these kind of tropes, and just really relied on them. And I've seen a lot of movies, and the tropes kind of get annoying. These tropes were like to the T. What you think a trope would be, just annoying. And even like the final girl in the movie didn't even feel like a good final girl. It seems like she just got out lucky. Like, to be completely honest, that's what it felt like. And my final negative for this was the ending. In case anyone hasn't watched it, the ending is basically like, it feels like a 10-minute monologue of like the woman next to her describing like a bear attack or an animal attack, which personally I think she was talking about like attacked by Johnny or something. I'm quite not 100% sure, because she did say I've seen other people get worse out. So yeah, the person next to me when that scene was going on said, oh, why should it be the mom? Why should it be some kind of friend or the mom? And to be honest, I was kind of thinking that too. I'm like, wait, is this what they're gonna do? Kind of like a Friday the 13th kind of thing? But no, it was just a 10-minute monologue, and the ending was so bad. And it ended, and we thought it was gonna do something, and the movie just ended. And I'm not kidding, everyone in the theater was visibly like, what? I don't think I saw anyone in that movie that was in that leaving the theater. I was like, wow, it was a great movie. It was like, what? The ending was so bad. The ending really made the movie a really bad one for me. It was that ending that landed it for me. And another negative I have for this is this movie reminds me so much of Friday the 13th original, the way it was filmed. Now, the original Friday the 13th is not the best Friday the 13th movie. It's not. So they just took so much of the original movie and put it in this one, which is not great at all. But yeah, that's my review for the new movie In a Violent Nature. I put a little short whenever I first left, describing just a little bit how I felt, as you saw in the beginning. So if you want to subscribe, every time I see a theater movie, I will always release one right after I see it. And the video after that will be released probably a day or two after you see that little short. So I hope you guys like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to hear more from me. And also comment down below if you like this movie, if you didn't like this movie, why you like it, why you liked it, why you didn't like it. Just let me know what you guys think of it. Till next time.